Roblox is a game known for many things. Incredible experiences, its high quality games and respectable morals, a loving and accepting fan base, and the grounded and down to earth staff behind it who always respect their user base and care for their fans. But one thing Roblox is not known for is what I'd like to call a sort of hidden gem. This little game, a diamond in the rough of sorts, months of hard work from a passionate indie developer. A game known as Chickmunks Roleplay. Chickmunks Roleplay was released on the 19th of November 2020 and was last updated on the 26th of January 2021. The game was uploaded by Expired Hack, and apart from those details, the page is completely blank. That's what makes it so hard to find. But over the years, me and my friends have enjoyed Chickmunks Roleplay and think it deserves to be documented. A few years back, a friend showed me it after they randomly found it on their friend's favourite list, and I'm pretty sure we are the only people who have ever played the game. And yet, the game is a masterpiece, and I think word deserves to be spread. So I've constructed an iceberg chart. Everything you need to know about Chickmunks Roleplay is here. And without further ado, welcome to Chickmunks Roleplay Iceberg.
Expired Hack. Expired Hack is the creator of Chickmunks Roleplay and has made other Roblox games such as the Real KSI Hangout. The Real KSI Hangout seems to be the successor to Chickmunks Roleplay. I tried to contact Expired Hack for this video, but I got no response. Chickmunks. The first thing you'll notice about the game is that the name is a blatant misspelling of the word chipmunks in reference to Alvin and the Chipmunks, a famous franchise. The likely reason behind this is that Expired Hack is KSI's oldest fan and therefore isn't at the mental age to be able to spell yet. The name also may be in reference to this meme alluding to the game's true protagonists. Base loadout. Upon loading into Chickmunks Roleplay, the first thing you may notice is your loadout, consisting of 3 rocket launchers, a grenade, and a knife. This is quite odd for a roleplay of Alvin and the Chipmunks, as only Simon is known for carrying these weapons. But there is a lower reason for this, and that's that these aren't actually Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, but instead Alvin, Simus, and the other one, I can't remember his name, no joke. Alvin, Simus, and the other one, I can't remember his name, no joke, make up the gang of Alvin and the Chickmunks. While similar in appearance to Alvin and the Chipmunks, they are completely different and original characters of Expired Hack. Grenade physics. The grenade is the first item in your loadout and has some wonky physics. Standing still and throwing the grenade a certain way will cause it to fly straight up and blow you up in the process. This is because the core gameplay of Chickmunks Roleplay revolves around moving constantly, so this is a clever design trick that stops you from using the grenade while not at your full potential. The true way to master the grenade is to move while using it, and there's various tech to master, so go and try it out for yourself. The knife's mechanics. The knife is probably the most broken weapon in Chickmunk Roleplay. It seems to only deal damage swiftly but locally, making players become unsynced and breaking their games essentially. If a player dies on your screen, they don't die on theirs, meaning the game becomes unsynced for everyone. The term for this is client side, meaning it only happens on your computer on a multiplayer game. Map layout and building names. The map layout in Chickmunks Roleplay is pretty simple. There are 5 main landmarks, which I named myself. The spawn, the construct building, the glowing building, the bank, and the radio tower. Floating weapons. If you decide to play as one of the Chickmunks, your weapons will float. The lower reason here is that it's likely the Chickmunks have evil telekinesis of some sort. Origin of the Chickmunks models. The Chipmunk models are actually from a Roblox winter event on December 10th, 2015, where players could find the Chipmunks in different games. Alvin was obtainable in Roblox High School, where he would appear randomly on the map. Simon was hidden on Bunny Island, and Theodore was hidden in epic minigames. When you collected the Chickmunks, they would appear in your Roblox inventory as gear. All the assets are toolboxed. It's likely all the assets from Chickmunks Roleplay were taken from the Roblox toolbox. I decided to boot up Roblox Studio, and in an hour I was able to create a convincing remake of Chickmunks Roleplay. My diploma in game development is really doing me one. I found all of the models used, but I couldn't find two things: the morphs used in the game and the knife. There were morphs incredibly similar to the ones used in the game, but not the right ones, as they had different morph pads and didn't work properly. I also found this Bloodshot Theodore model, just a strange toolbox item. And the other one I couldn't find was the knife, obviously. Maybe it was removed because of this glitch, but I don't know. There are plenty of knife weapons, but this specific knife used in Chickmunks roleplay was not present. The bathrooms. Inside the radio tower there's a set of bathrooms, however it's not possible to enter them in the game. Using my Roblox Studio recreation of the game though, we can see that there's nothing inside. But there is a chance there is still a secret lurking inside the real bathrooms in Chickmunks roleplay. We'll never be able to see it though, unless someone finds a way in. Command tower meaning. Speaking of the radio tower, it goes by many names like the ATC tower or the command tower, but what is the actual purpose of this tower? Why would an ATC tower be here in a place with no planes? The trees can be destroyed with grenades. The trees that spawn can be destroyed with grenades. Nothing much else to say here really. The campfire. A landmark outside of the normal play area that I didn't mention on purpose is the campfire. It's out here, and there is a bit more to it, but we'll get to that in a bit. Just know that there is a campfire right at the edge of the map where you wouldn't normally see it. Under the base plate. You can jump off the edge of the map to see under the base plate. Nothing much to see though, but you can see the moon under here. But why is the moon under the base plate as if it's a globe? It never turns night either, so why is it here? RPG strategy. A common tech with the rocket launcher is what I'm going to name the beggar's bazooka method. It involves you loading all three rocket launchers and firing them rapidly by switching between them. This can have devastating results on an enemy if you take aim right. Bank implies economy. There being a bank in the realm of the chickmunks implies that there's some sort of economy to it. What would they buy? What is there to buy? And where would they buy it? The bank landing pad. The bank has this sort of landing pad type thing in the middle. Curiously enough, it is destructible, though the purpose of whatever it is unknown. Where is Sector 4? The radio tower has 3 sectors labelled inside as Sector 1, 2 and 3. Where is Sector 4 though? If we're to believe that Sector 3 is almost twice the size of the other sectors, then that wouldn't make much sense. Dividing the sectors would surely be somewhat even, so where is Sector 4? What are the computer screens hacking? Inside the radio tower on the top floor in Sector 3 there are computer screens used for what looks to be some sort of networking or hacking. What could this be for? What are they hacking? My theory is that this is what the bank is used for. Perhaps the chickmunks have some sort of way to order goods online. Glass building similar to GM Construct. This glass building that I dubbed earlier as the Construct building looks similar to the buildings in GM Construct from Gary's mod. This is probably a coincidence, but you never know. There could be a connection here. Fire physics. Back to this campfire, something somewhat disturbing to me is that if you walk into the campfire, your body actually combusts into flames in an unexpectedly realistic way. Why would this be a feature, and what was the true purpose of this campfire to the chickmunks? Details from above the glowing building. If you manage to get on top of the absurdly bright building, along with an advantage over other players, you'll also be able to find some details from above. The first thing to note is that the radio tower does have a functioning antenna, meaning it's still in operation in some form. Secondly, you can get the full name of the bank clearly, as well as its logo, which appears to be a ladder or tower of some sort. The bank is called City National Bank, but why is that? This hardly qualifies as a city. Does this imply that the Chickmunk realm used to be some sort of thriving city? Lastly, you get a clear view of the skybox, and it looks like the moon is underneath the base plate, as we saw earlier. The glowing building represents heaven. A theory common among Chickmunk roleplay fans is that the glowing building is meant to represent heaven. It's incredibly bright and hard to see what's really inside there. Could the building represent heaven in some fashion? The outside base plate then could represent purgatory. This would line up with the fact that time never progresses in the Chickmunks roleplay, so could the Chickmunks be stuck in purgatory fighting each other forever? Radio tower, balcony and roof. Hidden in plain sight inside the radio tower is the balcony, which has a ladder to the roof. With some cheesing you can actually get onto the very top of the roof. The rift doesn't hold many secrets, but what's strange is that the antenna can actually be stopped and wound back, as if it was plastic. Could the chickmunks possibly be being tricked into thinking they have some sort of communication, when really it's all a lie? You can destroy the glowing building. The glowing building can actually be destroyed with enough effort and grenades. Nobody has ever fully destroyed the building, however, so we don't know what happens when it's completely obliterated. However, reality seems to fall apart at the seams when it's even partially destroyed. If the purgatory theory is true, then perhaps there is an ending to fully destroying heaven. Save me. Looking through Expired Hack's Roblox page, one thing stuck out to me. Expired Hack's first favourite game was called Save Me. Clicking on Save Me, we find a blank Roblox page and a private experience. This game was uploaded only 23 days after Chickmunks Roleplay was created, and the strangest thing about it, other than the obvious title and thumbnail, is that it has 3,600 visits, roughly. And even weirder is that it has 5,600 favourites. More people have favorited this game than have played it. It also has at least 111 confirmed unique visitors, as it has 88 likes and 23 dislikes. What lies beyond the error message of this game? And why is it private? Why did it become private after so many visits? Who's asking for help in the title, and what is this game and how does it relate to Chickmunks Roleplay? What was the update? Chickmunks Roleplay was updated at least once on the 26th of January 2021. What was this update? What did it add? What did it remove? What was in this update? Only one person knows, and that's Expired Hack himself. Expired Hack, what was in this update? What did you add, or more importantly, what did you remove from the game? Chickmunks Roleplay was hidden on purpose. A strange thing I never mentioned about Chickmunks Roleplay is that it was unlisted. Permanently. You can still play it through the link below, and I'm lucky to have had it in my favourites, but it's not listed in the search bar or in Expired Hack's profile. Chickmunks Roleplay would literally be permanently lost forever if me and my friends hadn't favorited it all those years ago. Why was this game hidden, and why does it feel so lonely?
And that's the Iceberg. I really hope you enjoyed. I initially made this video as a joke, but actually researching it I uncovered a lot more than I had planned. I also want to say that this is not an ARG of any sort, and I did not make Chickmunks Roleplay. The story in this video is 100% real, and this really is a partially lost Roblox game that I found in my favourites list. I cannot describe the feeling of it, but it feels lonely to play with the knowledge that no one may ever see the game again. A link to the game is in the description if you're interested in looking at it, and hopefully this video will serve as an archive of this game if it ever does fully get privated. But if you're watching this Expired Hack, which I doubt you are, please don't private it. I genuinely really like this game, and even if it was a bad Roblox game you made as a kid or as a joke, it was interesting for me to look into it, even if ironically. Thank you for watching, and I hope we meet again sometime.